But instead of stopping it up here, we're working it all the way up, and then you're focusing on the eccentric coming down. So it's like a really painful but super fun exercise. All right, next step.
A thought that I had, the consistency gene is far more important than the hard work gene. Let's say you want something in particular, a job, to build an online business. Let's say you want a body. You need to find that information through a specific source. So if you want to learn how to build a diet plan, or you first need to find the information so that you can take action on that information. Once you have the information, you are no longer ignorant to the fact that you don't have the information and you need to take action on it because you'll know what you need to do exactly. In order to find that information, you need to go from pathway A all the way down to pathway Z. But the only way you'll ever get that information so that you can get what you want, the body that you want, or the business that you want, you need to go all the way up until Z. And you can't find that if you're not consistent. That's why consistency is by far the most important thing. Hey! No. Just stay consistent and everything else is going to align. The body's going to align. The things that you need is going to align. Everything starts to pick up. But if you're so focused on hard work, like physical hard labor or mental labor, then you're not going to stay as consistent because you're putting in so much effort into one day where you don't realize that there's 365 other days to go. Also, the hard work gene doesn't allow you to stay consistent enough to the point where you do meet that information that will allow you to transform or transcend your growth.
Main thing that I want to improve upon is my upper chest. So the clavicular. So I am priming up my weight, I guess you can say. So just getting my warm up sets done. Okay. Now I did my 7, 8 reps. I feel really fucking good. So I think I'm just gonna go up my top set, aiming for like 5 to 10 reps. The headphones are in now, so that's how you know we're ready.
You know, I say this from experience now, but I remember there was a time where I wasn't as consistent in the gym as I would have liked to be. I spent 4 years in high school lifting weights. And then once the coaches were gone, once the team was gone, once the camaraderie was gone, once the weights were gone, I was alone. Like I had no accountability, right? So it was dependent on me to go out and get the membership and start to work out again. But because it felt like high school was a grind for me, I was 18 years old and I felt like I needed a break, which is kind of funny. So I took 2 years off and then I decided to get back onto it. And the first time I hopped back on, I was going to the gym with a friend. We went maybe 1 or 2 times out of the week. And then I started going on my own a little bit, but then I just generally stopped and started playing basketball some more instead. But over time, you stop and then you go back. You stop and then you go back. But I think that's not a failure. That's actually just getting you closer to your more consistent and disciplined self. Hormozy says it too. It's like 99% wrong, 100% right. Like you're wrong or you fail 99% of the time until you actually meet the time that you do stay consistent and that you do stay disciplined. So you were 100% right. So my point is, I've been in the gym a long time, training a long time. I failed not going for a long time, but then I ended up finding and creating a disciplined version of myself that just goes because it's harder to not go than it is to go to the gym now. And it's funny that my original goal was to get shredded and to get lean, but I think the main goal that you need to find and build for yourself is rather than trying to get the goal, become the version of yourself that can make that goal come to fruition.